Good afternoon. A report says women with breast cancer were seriously harmed and are victims of weak and indecisive leadership from senior managers at the Heart of England NHS Trust. An independent review into a number of alleged partial mastectomies performed by Ian Patterson at Solihull Hospital found some of the women were exposed to a risk of cancer returning. The report says Mr Patterson, who had been suspended by the General Medical Council, was allowed to continue operating on women for several years, despite a series of concerns raised by other medical staff.
Firstly, patients were harmed by Mr Patterson himself carrying out an unauthorised operation, and secondly by the delay in acting on behalf of the previous trust management team, which meant that more operations were carried out than would have been if they'd acted earlier. So I'm profoundly apologetic to all those affected.
A court has heard that a man killed a teenage girl after luring her to his parents' house in Shropshire and hanging her. 23-year-old Jamie Reynolds is currently being sentenced for the murder of 17-year-old Georgia Williams from Wellington. The court also heard that Reynolds had written a script in which he described in detail entrapping and killing a victim. A boy from Tipton with a serious blood disorder who needs a life-saving stem cell transplant is due to have his operation today. The parents of Gaurav Bains held several bone marrow donor sessions before a match was found. Their appeal has seen a huge increase in the number of Asian people applying to be a bone marrow donor. Flights to New York and Dakar will take off from Birmingham twice a week by spring next year. It's hoped they'll boost trade and tourism. Birmingham will be the third airport in the country to have direct flights to JFK Airport in America. Leicester's Gok Wan will be in Birmingham later for the start of the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs pantomime. The fashion expert is starring in the show alongside Stephanie Beacham. It starts today at the Birmingham Hippodrome and runs until February. Now let's get the weather forecast from Lucy.
It could be cool in Birmingham, but somewhere in the world, the sun is shining. ITV Central Weather, sponsored by Turkish Airlines.
Hello, well, we're talking about the S word today. It looks like we might see a little bit of snow later. Now, the best of the sunshine over the next few hours will be the further east you go, but we do have a narrow band of rain that's making its way into the west. You can see it better here on the radar. As it makes its way eastwards, that's going to be through this afternoon and this evening. It might just turn to snow, even on lower levels. It will be fairly slushy, wet snow. We will see a couple of centimetres, though, on higher ground above 100 metres. It's going to be fairly breezy too, and we'll keep you posted on all that in future forecasts. See you later on. Bye for now.
ITV Central Weather, sponsored by Turkish Airlines.
And that brings you up to date with the news this lunchtime. There are more details on all of our stories on the website. Just go to itv.com/central. I'll be back with Matt for ITV News Central at 6. Hope you can join us then. For now, though, from the Lunchtime team, have a lovely afternoon. Bye-bye.